This is a wheel centering tool by Prosharp. It's used to go ahead and get your unit lined up, get it in the ballpark, and then it says here you can use minor adjustments necessary. But if you're way off base, this has got a 6mm gap in here for a wheel, and this feature fits the skate. So the wheels, like on a Prosharp unit, are 6mm wide. So this will go in here like this, and then you can adjust this back and forth on the Skatepal 3 or on the Prosharp Home Skatepal Home unit. Skatepal Home uses a smaller wheel. Skatepal Pro 3 uses the larger wheel or the smaller wheel. And then the AS 2001 or the 1001 uses a big disc like this, which you grind with this. And so you can, the self-centering models, which are all the new models, you can go ahead and put this in here and use this instead of a skate, and then you can go adjust this back and forth to center up the mechanism on here. So this is a 6mm wide disc, 150, 6 thick, 20mm bore. Here's one that's all worn down. Fits in here a little bit easier. And this is for the Skatepal. And these discs on here, there's no chip or anything, so you can use them to where it doesn't really grind very well, but you can get probably 500 pairs of skates or more off one of these, or maybe a lot more. Depends on how bad the skates are. This is one that's used for rental skates. It's got a very aggressive grit, 252 on it. It's 100mm diameter, and it's got a 10mm radius of hollow here. So you got a selection of radius of hollow, which is on here, and then you've got the grit size, and then you've got the diameter. The one that's called the Skatepal Pro, like the Pro 3 that's the current model, accept both different size discs. You use this generally for figure skates, and you use this for hockey skates. You can use this for hockey skates too. The home model uses a smaller disc. So you can see the grid on here. The one that's, this is the fine disc, the B64, and then the 252 here is the rougher one. So this is normally just for regular sharpening. This is just kind of gets a lot of material off quick, like if you got a bunch of rental skates or stuff you use outdoors on a pond, it's all torn up. And this gizmo, I want to say it's about 35 bucks or something like that, 40 bucks. Goes in the unit. All the modern units are self-centering, which means the Prosharp Skatepal 3 is self-centering, the Skatepal 2 is self-centering. There's an old ancient model called the Skatepal, the original model. I believe it had a stone like this because it had a sharpener on top with a diamond that you went back and forth. And I'm not sure if it used both of these or not, but the original one from about 15 years ago had actually a stone and had a diamond on top. And that one, I believe, ran on 12 volts. That's an old model. Now, the Skatepal 2 and 3 are very similar. Skatepal 3 is the current version. The home version, it's got the smaller disc, same bore on it. Got a self-centering clamp, so you can adjust the disc back and forth. So you put this in the unit in lieu of a skate, you adjust this back and forth. If you're way off base, it gets you in the mark, and then you go through and it says here you can do minor adjustments if you need to. And on the, I want to say the adjustment, when you tighten this down, I know it's got a left-hand thread, and the adjustment may be left-hand. You can adjust in the Prosharp 3 the pressure that goes up and down, so there's a bias against the skate, and you can move this in and out, and you lock it down. So that gets the edges even. So this is the gizmo you use to get you in the money. There's the part number. Got one of those, I think about a year ago. I've used it a few times. Just when I got one way off base, I wanted to put this, quickly allows that in there. Well, that's about it.